So the past week or so, we've seen a lot of enthusiasm and excitement for Minecraft Live, which has been announced and confirmed for October 15th, guys. It's coming very soon, and I seriously cannot wait. But I've also noticed that people in the community aren't entirely on board yet. At least some people. Some people are still a little worried and concerned, and there's still quite a bit of frustration, mostly related to the chat moderation. But I'm hoping by the end of this video that at least a couple of you are more excited for what's to come. I think the future for Minecraft is extremely bright, and I'm here to share why I'm so optimistic. But before we get into today's video, if you guys can do me a huge favor and support the video with a like, especially if you're super excited for 1.20 and everything related to Minecraft Live. Now, my videos have been a little bit all over the place lately. I'm on jury duty, so the schedule is pretty chaotic at the moment. But let's waste no more time and let's discuss what's been happening and why I'm so thrilled for the future. Starting with Lady Agnes. And I know she doesn't have a wand that will magically fix a lot of the issues and some mistakes they've made in the past. But what she's done and what she's said, at least during Minecraft Now, tells us one thing: accountability, and that they hear us. They are listening. And that's pretty rare nowadays, and I want to acknowledge that for starters. Not every studio, especially large studios, will acknowledge their mistakes. And that's exactly what she did and what the studio did during Minecraft Now.
But I would love to talk a bit more about Live, both like what our goals with Live are, but also about learnings. Because when you do mistakes, it's important to learn from them.
Yeah.
But let's start with the goals, and I would say we as the core game team has two main goals. And the first one is just to celebrate Minecraft together with the players, because we all love this game and we want to just take a moment to celebrate together. But then we also want to we want to create dreams, player dreams. So when we show new things, we hope to inspire the players to be oh, when these features are released, I want to build this or do that. So the imagination goes and you feel really excited, because Minecraft is about the players and in intrinsic motivation. But then of course, if we give big dreams, it's important that we really fulfill them, and it has happened that we didn't manage to do that. So now we get to the learnings.
Yes.
She basically said, hey, we hear you, we are listening, and this is what we want to do to fix things. This is how we're going to change things, and she discussed some of those things, which has a lot more impact than just simply apologizing or acknowledging your mistakes. She already outlined how they intend to fix some of those things. For starters, they're going to mostly showcase features that are mostly finished or a little bit further in development. Instead of it just being this concept showcase, like an event full of concept ideas, I think they understand now that that typically will just lead to confusion, ultimately frustration, because we have no idea what it is we're getting, and a lot of it probably will not involve what we see in concept. So I think they want to have a more polished event and showcase features that we will for sure see. That's guaranteed content. And that's a W for everybody. We are all winners when we know what we're getting, instead of it just being this whole guessing game like, oh, well, we could get this. That looks fun. We might get that too. I think they understand that the 2 hours of Minecraft Live are very important 2 hours, and they have to make the most out of it. And when they showcase something to millions of people, our expectations are that we're going to get it. Or else, why have us imagine? Why have us imagine the possibilities if you're not going to fulfill them? And that was really important and very telling of the type of person she is and how she sees us as players and as part of the community. Now, some other positive changes we've seen very recently is how we interact with features and content in Minecraft, and they showcased a glimpse of this during the most recent Minecraft Now, where they allowed us to vote for either the Ender Dragon or the Wither Boss using an exclusive server for that event. And that was really awesome to see. So many people interacting with buttons and voting for the mob that they wanted to see Mojang play around with. And just know that we're able to vote for something through the launcher now is game changing. I think a lot of us know how toxic Twitter can be, and more so how unpredictable it is over there, especially for something as precious as a mob vote or a biome vote, which impacts everybody here, impacts every single Minecraft player. But the issue is when you have something that important on Twitter, you're gonna get so many people that just don't care about the results and don't care who the winner is, and they're gonna treat it that way. They're just gonna treat it with very little respect. So to have something like that more integrated in the launcher or even the website Minecraft.net, I think will represent more of the community as well as make it easier to access the vote. A lot of people weren't old enough to have a Twitter account, or maybe their parents wouldn't let them have an account on Twitter for obvious reasons. So being able to vote for something like this during Minecraft Live through either the Minecraft launcher or Minecraft.net is automatically a major victory for everybody here. We've never had a Minecon, Minecraft Live, where we weren't voting on Twitter. So I seriously cannot wait for the possibilities. Even just being able to interact with certain features before you're able to vote for them. Can you imagine being able to play around with the Isolager or play around with the Moo Bloom or Copper Golem before voting for it? Well, that's possible now. And lastly, we'll save this for another video because I want to focus more on 1.20. What could it actually be? And obviously, I have no idea. And if I did know, I wouldn't share it with you guys because, yeah, I'm not trying to get in trouble. But I think that's sort of the fun part around this time of the year where we have no clue, but it's fun to imagine the possibilities. And I will say this, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw something related to either a new dimension, possibly the end update, or archaeology, because looking back at the last 2 years, we've had a ton of content, especially with the extension of the caves, how deep they go, the Deep Dark itself with the Warden, the Skulk, as well as Disc 5. We've had a lot of things related to lore, as well as mystery. And I think a lot of this will eventually tie in to either a massive update for the end or something related to a dimension or archaeology, tying it all together. I'll elaborate more in a future video, so make sure you click that notification bell sign, and I'll see you all in the next video. So take care, everyone. Peace.